Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend. Happy to be here with everybody, starting off the good weekend.
Oh my goodness.
What? I thought my Marty was pretty good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Ethan and Katie here. We are taking Marty's place today. He is not able to join us, unfortunately. He's not feeling very well. But you got somebody almost as good. You got Katie, and I'm here to run the tech stuff. So we hope everybody has a good time. Let's drink some whiskey, right? So we both brought our whiskey nose Glens in honor because the man, the myth, the legend, we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, we're starting with a pour of Jack Daniel's single barrel rye, and so that's what we have. What do y'all have?
Yeah, let us know what y'all have in the glass. Yeah, this is one of the 94 proofers, the old ones. It's a pick from Bourbon Pursuit. It's actually a really good one. But
tons of cinnamon.
Yeah, before this, we actually popped the Bourbon Junkies. They're two bourbon picks, and man, I am impressed. For a first release, the first batch, the first barrel, is good. The second barrel, chef's kiss. Like, that's fantastic. That's really, really good stuff, and especially for the price point.
Yeah.
I mean, take it from a boss. That's all I'm saying.
He can be bossy.
That's true. But I've got to. So somebody's got to.
We are very excited that it's the weekend.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, it was a long week. And yeah, that's right, Adam. I'm still kind of weirded out, honestly, that it's Sagamore's distillate, right?
Potentially. Rumor has it. It's Maryland.
Potentially. That's a good disclaimer. But I mean, we've been told that Sagamore didn't want to have any of their bourbon released before they did it under their label. And here it is. So we're I'm not really sure what's going on with that, whether they just couldn't enforce it any longer or what. But
they're vastly different.
Oh yeah.
The two are very different.
Yeah, it's really good stuff though. Like this, if this is what we can expect from their bourbon, I'm not surprised. Their rye is fantastic. We love Sagamore, but if this is what we can expect from their bourbon, then I think there's going to be some very happy people out there.
Well, and it's amazing too because like Virtue is putting them out. The bourbons I think were $59 plus tax, and the ryes were $69, and the rye is MGP. Yeah, but I mean that price point is perfect.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's 7-year rye for $70, right? Like that meets the criteria for pricing these days.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, Brian.
Oh yeah, that does sound fantastic.
I'm wondering that too, Adam. That would be fantastic if they let us try some unique stuff. I know we'll get to try the pick that Scott and Jason are releasing for that, so that's exciting. Plus, bottles of it will be coming home. So
right. Well, and we know that they've done some other finishes that have never made it stateside. So, like for example, they apparently have a really strong support network in Singapore, I believe,
or Taiwan.
Taiwan,
the Taiwan market, I think.
It's one of those smaller Asian countries, and so yeah, they released a special finish of Sauternes over there, and we were able to try it because Sagamore is outstanding, and it's impressive stuff. I'm very happy with what I had there. I mean, free whiskey is always good whiskey. Don't get me wrong, but that was good stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy to see what we get to try this coming weekend. I can't believe that Sagtastic is next weekend.
Summer Jam.
I prefer Sagtastic. We can do a poll about it later. I'm pretty sure people are on my side.
Yeah. Definitely not Jason. Cheers, Paul P.
Cheers, Paul P. Man, I can't see your name without thinking of that awesome flag that you made for Dan. That was incredible. Well done, sir. Well done.
So yeah, anybody pick up any new bottles this week or anything like that? Let's hear them.
Yeah, we heard there were some Joseph Magnus cigar blend drops across the country. So hopefully some people were able to get some of those bottles at retail or close to it.
Look at this guy, 21090 in the house.
Hey,
Cheers, Todd. We can't wait for y'all still Austin pick.
Oh yeah.
Still need to email you, so
She's a slacker.
We'll get that done.
Let's see.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Live from Sagamore event on Friday. Heck yeah.
SAG after extravaganza. It's too hard to say. Come on, Adam. Trim about 3 syllables and bring it back. Cheers, Doug. Hope you and Fred are doing good.
Hope y'all are doing it. Oh, no power. What?
Oh, snap.
Oof. So what are y'all sipping on? That's Russell store pick.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Hopefully y'all get it. Well, I don't know. Middle Tennessee is so different from where we are. Hopefully you get it for a decent price over there, right?
We are in Tennessee, Todd, so we will have to shoot you an email with that.
Yeah.
Info.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the message, I was like, "Yep, that's us. We're in the place that can't get anything."
Do you at least have different flavors of liquid IV in those cold waters, Fred?
I'm sure he does. We made Fred a believer.
Ooh, a Hemingway rye. Actually, I haven't tried that one.
We haven't, but that's the one that Dan's reviewed recently.
Dan's reviewed, and I think Scott had Hemingway on not too long ago. Right. So that was interesting to see, but definitely interested in trying that, especially since Pilar, the rum, we used to drink all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Comes from
Pilar is good stuff. I mean, it doesn't touch. I almost said Sagamore. It doesn't touch Foursquare. I was actually going to say NBC, but that's mostly Foursquare anyway, right? But I mean, nothing touches Foursquare. It's the top tier. It's just outstanding.
We need details on this, Paul P.
Oh wow!
If it's before the Sagamore event, I think we leave Thursday. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have some people go for us, buy multiples or something, steal stuff, whatever happens.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. I'll pay for laws to be broken. That's fine. That's good. Cheers to that, bourbon engineer. Yeah.
And happy birthday, bourbon engineer.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday. Good call. Yeah, we're gonna get over there. We promise. This winter is going to be much calmer, so that'll probably be the fit.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
It should be. But I think we're going to post the link probably in another 5 minutes. Anybody that wants to hop on can join us.
That's right.
Get the weekend started off right.
I spend every day with Katie. Please give me some company.
It's not that bad. I don't know why you went over to Fred's, Doug.
Yeah, man, if there's no power at Fred's, why aren't y'all at your house, Doug? 12 today, according to my wife. Well, I mean, better 12 than 42, 52, 62? I don't know. However old Marty is. Cheers, Tater Dom. Good to have you, bud. The Top Dog event with K-Luke.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, if it's before Thursday.
You're infamous, John.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Infamous, famous. I think I said it right the first time.
No, famous. Definitely famous.
Renee is famous.
This is true. Renee is famous. So yeah. You already done with the pour?
Oh yeah. It's 94 proof. It's basically water.
Oh man, it's Thursday. The event is Thursday from 4 to 7.
4 to 7. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Can I use a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you. Well, I hope you have fun at that. Let us know if there's anything worthwhile there. Mm-hmm. I'm fingers crossed.
Yep. Cheers, Donnie. I'll cheers with water. Bad luck, right? I'll walk under a ladder just to cement that.
I'll give you your water back.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's next?
Bump it up in proof a little bit.
Thoughts? Anybody? So in true Marty fashion, we've got a variety of things around us. We've got some bourbon, some rye, we've got some scotch, we've got some finished, some not. We've got a Louisiana rice whiskey. We've got all kinds of stuff.
That's right, bourbon engineer.
Yeah, see? That's what I said. Don't tell him he's right. I said it.
Ah.
I appreciate the backup, though, bourbon engineer. Thank you very much. All right.
You're not even gonna grab something that's on the table?
Well,
Ooh.
Top Dog is drinking Russell's.
Oh yeah. One to the right. Yeah.
So, this is an old one.
Yep.
So this is Cobra Kai. That's one of the old Bourbon Pursuit picks from 21. No,
2020.
20. Man. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Todd. I mean, I honestly don't believe that any of them can be that bad. Some might need some time, but I just, from what I've had of that rye, it's always freaking fantastic.
And I think we've just had we had a pour at the Junkie and Pours in the Park of the barrel proof rye. And I think it was like 135-ish, maybe 130 in the 130s. And it was good. It was very good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're all single bills, right? There's some have to be bad, just math. But
a Tyrone A?
Nice.
Ooh.
Let's see. This one is I think it's a Camp Nelson A.
I think so.
It just says warehouse A.
Yeah, it just says warehouse. I know they changed how they started signifying on them.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a turkey head. This one's good though. Oh, all right. I can get it.
We can do that.
Oh, what's the word?
Top Dog was saying put a sample with his name aside. We will do that one.
Yep.
Oh, Ben's in the house. Cheers, Ben.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. Yeah, Marty does look weird. His hair grew quite a bit.
Got some highlights.
That's right. Yeah. But at least this natural color is showing.
Ha.
Yeah. So my remembrance, Bourbon Engineer, is that most of the picks from like 20 and 21 were Camp Nelson. I don't know if that's a fact, but that's what I remember hearing. I remember hearing a lot of Camp Nelsons back then. And more recently, it's shifting over to a lot of Tyrones. And some weird ones like some Ks and some Qs and unreleased stuff. And that's perfect, Todd.
Ooh.
That sounds great.
And Dunny, oh man, Dragon's Milk. Oh, New Holland Dragon's Milk.
Let's see.
Those are some awesome bottles.
I forgot we could do this.
Oh yeah. We're still new to this game.
Yeah. We do the easy part of streaming. We just hop on and prop up other people. It's fine. That's easy. You do a couple of shots and you spout random words.
Yeah, that would be awesome, Todd. Since we're driving, it won't be any problem to get it back. So we'll really appreciate that.
Going down to Shared Pour Monday. Where is Shared Pour at?
I think they're in DC, if I'm not mistaken.
Are they?
They have a warehouse in DC.
That makes a lot of sense. That's why they can ship to so many places.
But not Tennessee anymore.
Well, is that warehouse actually
is it Sealbox?
Sealbox warehouse?
I don't know.
So I don't know if anybody has any info on that, but we've noticed that Steelbox has been doing some shipping for other places. So like we've had a Justin's House of Bourbon, a Bourbon Outfitter bottle that was actually shipped by Steelbox. We've noticed some delays from Steelbox in general, and then some changes too. So I suspect they're shipping for other places, that or somebody shipping for them. So if anybody has any knowledge, that'd be interesting to know.
So we were lucky enough to split a bottle with somebody. That was awesome. We still have a little bit of it left. So we did get to try it. I think the sample bottle's still in here of the rest of it. So we'll definitely do that. How about yourself?
Yeah, we got a 10. We had to split the 12. But if you do that, we can't see the message.
Oh, I know. Oh, gotcha. See, you new to this.
She's learning. She's learning. And she is a natural blonde, so it's not her fault.
It's just gotten darker over the years.
Yeah. This smells really good, though. It's sweet and funky, almost citrusy.
Has a little bit of that turkey funk on it, maybe like a butterscotch note to it. You are right, Paul. Half a bottle is better than nothing,
Yep.
and the person that shared it with us was very generous to do so.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Because the 10 is good, the 12 is even better, though.
We're hoping at the end of the year some will float up on an allocation table because I think we would pick
maybe.
one up if we get that.
Can't believe it's August already. Wow. Here, I might have checked.
Checked.
I don't know what he means.
I don't know.
I'm innocent, Ben. I'm not sure what exactly you're implying, but I didn't do it. So
not this time,
it's
anyways.
not me. It might be Katie. It might have been Adam. I'm not sure what's going on, but it wasn't me. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, that's what life has taught me.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know what you think about it, Paul, after you get to try it. We thoroughly enjoyed the 12, like Ethan was saying.
It is sad though. There's so few of them in Tennessee. Natural blonde. I didn't need to check, Ben. It was pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. Just saying. She wore the yellow, that way it offsets the blonde a little bit. She did it on purpose.
Yep. Favorite whiskeys of the year so far?
That's a good question.
K-Luke batch 4 and 5 are outstanding.
Yeah, specifically 4.
Specifically 4. Other ones, probably the Nash Tucky run.
Mm-hmm.
The 1500 series.
Those are fantastic.
The 5 years. Those are really, really nice. And then I think Mellick might actually show up on my list for top of the year.
Yeah, I believe that. If y'all haven't had any JT Mellick yet, then y'all should keep an eye out.
Kelsey's been tricking people in blinds for the last couple of times.
So let's see. I can bring it a little closer. I know it's not super clear, but I'll read it. I guess it's a better way. So this particular one is the Justin House of Bourbon. They call it Mike's Pick. It's 119.4 proof. It's bottle number 53.
Cheers, Amy.
And it's fantastic. Cheers, Amy Bohm.
Oh, and Independent Joe.
Hey, cheers, Joe.
Cheers.
Is it red or purple today? I'm just curious. I like to know what color he's feeling, what color he's tasting on. Is tasting the best to him. N10 bourbon. That's what we've heard. We haven't had that one yet. We've got one up here that was from 2020 that was not worth the money. So we've been kind of reticent, but we've heard great things.
Oh.
Yellow. Nice.
Matches my shirt.
It does. It's very sunny, very happy. So cheers for that. Let's see. Favorites of the year. Honestly, Buzzard's Roost is on the top of my list. They started doing their char specific ryes, I guess I'll call them. Like that one over there is a char 1.
Char 1, yeah.
And it's great stuff. It's just MGP rye. It's finished in a char 1 barrel, so there's nothing crazy about it, but they're being really thoughtful about the way they do it, obviously, and it makes a difference. What I really like from them is their cigar ryes, but I'm not going to call out this year. Man, where's he at? So, geez. I thought that Katie said he was down for his nap. He had his prune juice, and they put him to bed. But apparently, he's here now. So, hey, Marty. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah. I hope you're feeling okay. I know y'all have been down and not feeling good the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Sorry. I was sorry to hear that. And we appreciate you letting us masquerade for a late afternoon as very poor imitations of you.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. Ethan forgot his side beer.
I did forget my water. It's really hard not to say water. Thanks, Jason and Tony. Yeah, Katie did a really heavy pour here, so I'm about to just knock this back, I think. I was going to do
You
lighter
poured it.
pours. Katie did a heavy pour
You
here.
poured the bottle. I poured the first one, and it was a nice small pour. We were pacing ourselves.
Hey, Jason, cheers,
Speaking
buddy.
of water,
Man, you really do have a water radar. Were you a submariner? I didn't realize you were in the Navy.
so yeah.
And thank you. That is the problem. These colored glens, while fabulous in the all pinkies out way of it, the black is the worst.
You can at least see the.
But a little bit, right? But you can't see that when you're pouring it. It's the same color.
I mean, I poured it correctly.
No, she didn't. She did it wrong.
Ooh. 10 cup 10.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good stuff. So let's see. Let's do this. So we are now 20 minutes in. Let's go ahead and toss that guy in there. If anybody wants to hop on, y'all feel free.
And then look at this guy. Lance in the house.
Man,
cheers,
cheers, Lance.
It was great to see you go live. Was it just yesterday? I think so. For the first time in his new studio. Since they moved.
Yeah, it was.
Independent Joe showing
Yep.
Marty some love. That's much appreciated. I know he does. Oh man.
So actually we have a guest.
What's going on, guys?
Cheers, Adam.
Can you hear me?
On the back porch.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, it's a great day for it. It's a little bit cooler today. I was actually outside earlier, and I was like, could we do this from outside?
Could have. I stirred up all the mosquitoes here.
That was part of my concern. I didn't know how hot it was going to get, but we're fine.
And then the pups. It would be hard.
That's true.
They would terrorize us.
They'd be obnoxious.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, Stalsy.
Sorry about the.
Whoop. Well.
Guess he didn't want to stay.
He wanted to leave people on a cliffhanger. He's sorry about the fill in the blank. It's a choose your own adventure thing.
Great to see you, Stall. Saw you pop in. Here's to you.
Even though you didn't say anything to me.
He said to the person that matters most. So.
Yeah, I'm aware. Hey.
And he's back.
Jesus. Look at the ash on this guy.
Ooh.
Nice. What you got?
It's Project 40 Maduro.
From,
Alec Bradley.
I'm glad they make the Project 40s, right? A budget cigar for any weekday.
How is that one?
It's pretty good.
What you
drinking some Penelope 4-grain toasted Tennessee batch.
Nice. Heck yeah. That's one of the older ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like their toasteds. So at Bourbon on the Banks last year, they had a couple of different ones, and we got to taste them side by side and like taste the difference of the different toasts. And it was really interesting, the difference that it made.
Because I think it was 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah.
And 5 was like a marshmallow.
Oh yeah. It got like that toast was primo, but it didn't.
This one's a 5.
That one's a 5, man.
Toast medium, char 5.
Man, sometimes people can go overboard with the toast, and it's off-putting. I don't know what Penelope's doing, whether they're not leaving it in so long, or whether they're using cubes for it, or what. But they're doing something different from other people, and they're controlling it a little bit better. It's good stuff. I'm a fan.
I want to get my hands on one of those toasted ryes that they're starting to release. I've heard.
Same.
Nothing but great things about those.
Yeah, I bet those are really good.
Why don't you just grab the...
Oh, I could just grab the keyboard instead of leaning forward every time.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah, that does. I'm not super surprised. I have heard about that with other brands, so I assumed it had to be the case with Penelope. I hadn't heard about it with them yet, but I'm not super surprised. But try before you buy, I guess, when you can, That's unfortunate. But so we were thinking about it, and since we are on Marty's stream, we figured we should do a little something to keep the welcome to the weekend magic happening, right? Spirit fingers.
Those aren't spirit fingers.
Yeah. What are?
These are spirit fingers.
Thank you.
Those are
I
jazz
really
hands.
hope they would clip that.
I swear, Ben, don't clip it. Please don't clip it.
Oh, now that I've set Katie up. So we are going to give away nothing crazy, just a nice sample pack. We're gonna throw in some nice stuff, some regular stuff, kind of across the board. But definitely unique stuff either way. So like
probably some of the Junkies, the Essence. We'll throw in some of that.
Yep. So that anybody who hasn't been able to try the Junkies bourbons, we've got those. We've actually got the rye barrel too. We'll toss that in there. We've got some Pursuit United, some of their finished stuff that's really awesome. We've got Still Austin Cognac. We've got a lot of different stuff that we can include. I mean, all here, right? Whoever wins, we'll just kind of communicate with you and find some stuff that you haven't had, and that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
I'll throw in some samples.
What's up?
I'll throw in some samples.
Awesome.
I'm gonna give them away.
Is there anybody in chat that could keep track of super chats for us? That would be awesome. And oh yes, that is what I wanted to try. That I've heard great things. I think Dara was talking about that one.
Yeah, whenever I saw they had that, I was definitely interested in that. Yeah, but yeah. So sample packs. She tries to distract me, but I'm smarter than her.
I'm sorry, I did distract.
But yeah, so I'll say nothing crazy, but it'll be nice stuff, right? And it's all to support Marty, just to support him in the way he supports this community. We love Marty, great dude, and we've really been happy that he's starting back on Welcome to the Weekend. It's a shame that he's not here today, but we're gonna, like I said, poor imitation. Hopefully next week or week after he'll be back, and we can all just party out on the weekend and really enjoy our Friday afternoon.
Oh,
I'll
no
actually
worries,
be able
Joe.
to join in going forward.
That's too easy.
Yeah, and we can.
And we can also.
Yeah, I can grab that.
Yeah, I can just do it.
It's
do it side by
third.
side. Oh yeah.
That one there. And Adriana used it, so just clear it out first.
Oop, oop, oop. I'm not good with this trackpad.
Oh man.
I'll just
We're
delete some and then
I can't open up chat without closing the entire program, so
No, you're all good, man. You're all good.
flying blind here.
We've done this before, we promise. One second.
I'll
let me just do this.
Yeah.
Hold shift for me. Okay.
Thank you.
There we go. All right, but yeah, so we'll throw some sample packs out there. It looks like there'll be two. We'll have one from us, one from Adam, hitter stuff, and we'll just toss it all to Marty because
I won't treat you wrong.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Fred.
They went to the daiquiri shop after work and
Exactly.
couldn't keep it down.
You got to keep the paper on the straw, otherwise it's an open container. Everybody knows that.
That happens like once a week here, but it's a military town.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, I believe it.
Oh, Stall. Ethan improved upon Adriana's and Excel spreadsheet. It was bothering him a few weeks ago, so he
Yeah, I made it. I mean, I'm a nerd, right? So I made it a little bit better, a little bit easier to randomize. Got rid of some of the copy and paste errors that people could have, just some nerdy stuff, the quality of life improvements, and so that's what
We all worked great.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
I mean, Dramhound gets all the credit for the dang spreadsheet. That dude really solved the problem. I just made it incrementally better. He did it. He did 80% of it, 90% of it. But yeah, I will stall. I'll share the new link for it. I've kind of been keeping it to myself, and Katie mentioned the other day that like maybe a few other people would like it. So Adriana used it the other day. I think she was a fan. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, top dog. Cheers to you, buddy. Appreciate you, John. Yeah, we hope Marty gets better and he gets back to his normal, boisterous, fabulous self. Because that's how I describe Marty. Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Why else would he have golden glens?
This is true. Oh, Freddie and friends.
Cheers, Fred.
And
Need to meet Fred.
What was that, Adam?
Still need to meet the Louisiana boys.
Yes, you do. Yeah, so we're talking about
Maybe around Thanksgiving. I think we're gonna try to go down.
yeah, well, we actually talked about earlier than that with possibly with Kelsey
Oh, that's right.
heading down and just doing a Friday at Fred's. So once we figure out the date, we'll let you know.
Yeah, if I'm invited, I'm not going to crash it, but that would be dope.
Oh, I'm. We have
Everybody's
standing invite, and I know we can pull one more person under that, no problem.
+1.
Yeah. Yeah. Those dudes, man. I'm pretty sure somebody could walk by, hear the shenanigans and back and go, hey, y'all having a party? Can I hang out? And they make them a bourbon drinker, right? Like they're the best people in the world.
But Fred only has 4 bottles.
That's
so
true. Yeah, it's mostly Doug's fault, I guess.
It's mostly Doug's fault.
They have a brass band section down there, or should I bring my trumpet?
Oh man, they don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you can start it.
Nah, my lips don't work that way anymore.
Yeah.
Ah, don't.
I mean, no, it's a different motion. I understand what you mean. You graduated. Fine.
See, I told you not to, and you did.
I'm just saying. It's fine.
Katie, turn this stream around.
I don't know if I can do that with you two.
Katie, you're killing me, Smalls.
I'm not going to be not Mama Bear today.
She can't help that. Cheers, Bourbon Engineer. Enjoy dinner.
Damn it.
Rookie. Man. But yeah, so again, since Katie had me such a good big pour here, I'm just gonna bottoms up this. That's a solid ounce pour.
I cannot be held liable for your actions.
That's the thing, though. We're married legally. You can.
This is
It does say to have and to hold accountable.
That's right.
It does.
Well, so you cut that off. It's to hold responsible.
Ah.
Man. Yeah, I think we were talking about it. We got really in depth with Bourbon 1 and Bourbon 2 from Virtue earlier. Bourbon 2, have you tried it? Have you cracked yours?
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
It is delicious.
I tasted the first one and I was like, oh man.
Of the 2, I think that one's my favorite.
Yep.
I think of the 4, the rye one is my favorite just because it's so weird.
It's so different.
It's unlike anything.
Well, we don't have the right one.
No, but Adam let me try it when Shook poured him a little bit at pours.
Gotcha.
Because you were like, you gotta smell this.
Yeah, I was already in it at that point, and the bottle share had just kicked off.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a way out because there were just way too many people in 2 rooms.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, Pours in the Park was a great time, but there was a lot of people. And I don't know if there was actually more than last year, but it felt like there were more than last year.
There were more than last year, I would assume.
I think there were.
Yeah. The whole thing, though, as one, it was amazing. the whole experience.
It was.
Can't let a few bad seeds
No.
spoil the cart. Bad apples.
And
I like to mix metaphors.
I'm the queen of that, so
Cheers.
that cigar bar that they had that VIP event at was
Godfathers?
just Godfathers. That was an incredible little place. Like
That was great. I wish I could have
whiskey
enjoyed it
bar
more.
and cigar.
Yeah, anybody who's in on that northwest side of Detroit, Godfathers, like that's a fantastic place. Like I wish that we had something like that. It was just really, really good. There was a snafu or two here and there with some of the bar stuff, but that was more event problems than anything else, right?
That was a trick.
You
Yeah,
know?
there's no line upstairs. Just go upstairs.
Well, but even most of the stuff up there, right, was reasonable, but that one bottle was crazy. So
Ugh.
yeah, that was unfortunate, but I think that was just event problems, you know. I feel like they're just an awesome place most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man.
Plus, it
Even
was great
that,
for
you're
them.
talking- What's up?
That event was great for them.
Yeah, it was.
They were jammed up.
Yep.
Well, and they sold so many cigars, especially for Alec Bradley cigars that
Mhm.
night. Like their display of them. I mean, cigars that I hadn't seen from them in a long time. Which was it? The Natural, the Prensado,
The
Tempest.
the Tempest.
Natural?
Yep, Tempest Natural.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's a
the
great
thing.
stick.
It is a great stick. But like Katie said, we haven't seen that in a while.
It's been
I think I'm probably gonna get a box of those Connecticut Nanos just to smoke on lunch breaks because such a good size.
Yeah. If you find those, let me know because
I found them.
The Nanos?
Yes. I'll send you a link after this.
Yeah, I'm interested to see.
It's still pulled up on my
price is decent because
computer.
I
think
know
it works out to like $5 a stick.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay, that's not awful.
I mean, that's what you paid for the Papa Fritas way back when.
Well, yeah, but that's a
Ooh.
Liga Privada stick. Like Papa's Fritas are top tier. Paying
I love
$5 for
those.
those is a freaking steal.
Yeah.
Box of 50.
Yeah, but like if I can, so for example, I have I think it's the Brick House Fumas.
Yeah, the ones that you got for like $2.25.
Yeah, they were like $2 a stick, right? So they're a full Corona, but even if I don't smoke the whole thing, it's still a cheaper stick, right? Like so I'm still a little bit on the fence about the pricing there. But they were fantastic.
Cheers, Anthony. Good to see you.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. Hope you've been good. I haven't seen your name around much, but that's probably on me. We've been traveling a lot.
Yeah, he was around a couple streams that we were watching together.
Gotcha.
Popped in and out early.
Gotcha. So, because this is Whiskey Nose, even though we're not Whiskey Nose, I am gonna mix things up a little bit. So we've got Old Pulteney. This is the 17 year. So yeah, just double click it. Hey, you can just double click it one more time. Nope. So that works normally. But so now they do the 12 and the 18 year, but this is the 17 year. This is an older bottling. It's finished I think it's done exclusively in sherry barrels. So this is a spectacular bottle. Whoever wins, if you're interested in Scotch,
maybe. Let me get that for you.
Yep, we can. Actually, it's probably still copied, Kate. If you just down there,
Okay.
Command V.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, that's one that sat at Roberts. Like when we moved up here, and
Roberts is our local.
Yeah, the place that you got the Evan Williams, the
stocked up.
Yeah, the 1783 wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But they had that one sitting on the shelf when we first moved up here, and we were like, "This is an old bottle. Like, okay, this is nothing." And so we picked it up, and then Leanne asked us for one as well. So we were her Santa last year for her husband to get her some bottles. So we have two fine gentlemen gonna join us. do. Top Dog in the fancy hat.
Yeah, cheers,
Cheers, Top
Tom.
Dog.
And then Jason C.
Jason,
What up, Jason?
What's up, guys?
you must have heard the water from over there.
No, I'm actually just kind of finished doing everything I needed to do. I'm waiting for Kim to come over, and I just felt like having a drink with you guys. So,
That's awesome.
Thanks for
Appreciate
joining
it.
in.
Cheers to you both.
yep.
The true
True.
welcome to the weekend now.
Hell yeah. Just enjoying some stuff. Hey, and Top Dog's gone.
I did the same thing. I tried to open chat. The whole thing closed.
What you sipping on?
I grabbed so when we were at Barrel King, you know, Jared's crazy, man. He just started filling bottles of some weird shit he had, and he gave me this weeded bourbon that he had, just as number 2 weeded. It's a very formal bottle design, as you could see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. He just literally wrote on it, number 2 weeded, and it is one of the funkiest, weird, but kind of delicious weeders I've had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing this next week to the meetup. So,
Yes.
Cheers, everyone.
What's the proof on it?
Cheers, John.
Cheers, John.
he said it's about 117.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you have in your glass, John?
I went with Friday and Fred's.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Started off with that Russell's pick, you know, celebrating Bourbon Engineer's birthday. Came home and I said, I'm going Friday and Fred's in the Gold Glen,
Oh, nice.
Yep.
which is perfect.
True whiskey nose style.
Yes.
That's right.
Fred's IT crew.
and what makes Bourbon Engineer so upset is because he doesn't have one of these yet.
I
Mm.
saw he wants
Yeah.
to know where he can get the mustard colored one.
Well, that's it. That's an
Mustard.
inside joke with me and Marty with wash your damn hands, mustard, and all that from an Instagram kid we follow who does cooking videos. So that's where that's from.
Okay.
Thought that was a hockey reference.
No,
Like Nashville Predators gold is also known as mustard color.
no, even though I'm in Nashville, I'm still a New Englander and I'm still all Boston teams. Sorry, I'll go.
Nah, it's fine.
You hockey fans.
But when I first moved here, I could not believe how big of a hockey town Nashville is. It is unbelievable.
We go hard.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I was in town when Nashville was. I don't remember what year it was. It was pretty
Cup
recent.
final.
Yeah, when they were-
17.
yeah. I mean, it was the whole town. It was nuts. It was kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, smashed the car in the parking lot and
Yep.
outside viewing large stages, you know, live music all over, closing down the
Mhm.
streets. It's insane.
It was a party.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, hockey is just like it proves evolution. It's monkeys beating each other with sticks. That's all it is.
Yes. You better be careful. He'll be in
I
here.
can't kick him. I can't kick him, Adam. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna make him a hockey fan yet. We need to go to a game. I can actually go to some now.
I don't
There's
have
slap-
anything against it. I'm just saying it's. You
It's
gotta
weird. Like
stick.
I don't watch a lot of hockey on TV unless it's playoffs. However, I enjoy going to hockey games live probably more than most other events. I would say, like sports wise. I mean,
It's the best viewing experience for like live.
yeah,
I agree with you both. I mean, going to that hockey game, you're never going to be too hot. It's a perfect temp in there,
Yep.
and it's fast. Before you know it, you sit down, you're actually going home. It's so fast.
hockey is soccer ice capades.
No. We got 3 periods, not 2 halves.
See, Scott gets it.
That is so Scott. That's so wrong.
Soccer.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I could see that, right? Like college baseball, for example. Unless it's LSU, it's hard for me to watch. But being there in person is fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
it's a great show. It's just fun to watch because you're constantly involved, and I feel like hockey is the same way.
You know, Messi is going to be in town tomorrow
Yep.
for the cup final.
Yeah, so I watched Nashville beat Monterey the other day to cement that, and
Yep.
it was like Nashville is really good, man.
Yep.
We were
Johnny
when we were in
Mukhtar.
Seattle. We went to a game up there and for the Sounders, and it was a lot of fun. Again, similar experience, right? Like a really fun experience to visit and see. And so I definitely hope to get over to Nashville and enjoy a couple of games this next year. We were just so late this year, you know.
Where would you guys stay?
What's up?
Gee, where would we stay?
I hear there's somebody we know that's over there.
Yeah, and I'm probably less than 9 miles away from the soccer stadium.
Damn. That's awesome.
Twist my arm.
And I have a dog-friendly house. So
Well, see, that's a beautiful thing now. We've got my mom up here. So
That helps.
if we want to go somewhere during the week, we just leave the pups with her.
Mhm.
Like when we come up to Sagamore, we don't have to we're not taking the camper.
Yep.
We're just going to drive the truck and head up.
Yep. Leave the
We should
pups.
bring
there
Jackson
for-
to a Preds game.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He would be the official mascot of the Preds by the end of that game.
I remember the last Preds game I went to. It was probably 100 degrees outside. I told somebody, "Oh, I don't need a jacket. I don't need a jacket." We go down there. We go to dinner. I go right into to watch the hockey game. First thing I did is went right to the store and bought a sweatshirt. I'm going, damn, it's cold in here.
Dang.
Makes sense to me. I mean, they got to keep the ice, and especially here in the South, right? Like the outside's not going to help you at all.
Well, when they had the All-Star game here, they did have the outdoor ice skating rink here in Nashville.
Yeah, Nissan.
Yeah.
Really, man.
It was pretty cold. Well, it was like 40 degrees
Right.
that day.
This is so weird.
Preds have been in 2 of those featured games and lost both of them.
Jason, this is the first live stream I'm on with you. It's
Is
great.
it?
I think so. It's great to see you.
Yeah, you too, man.
When
Is that your chicken cock hat?
I keep practicing.
You're practicing for Blendageddon?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well, I announced it last week, so it's ready
You
to.
see over my head, I got a mini barrel right there that probably sits there for at least 5-6 months. I got one in the garage. I got a 6-gallon barrel that I move from in the garage onto the patio, and that one I think I'm going to test it at Christmas with all the stuff I got in.
Stalzy.
Hey, cheers, Saul.
Cheers, Saul.
What up, Mike?
Apologies if you were in the
Here's
background
Mike.
for a bit.
Cheers.
The second half of Greg McDonald's comment is so spot on. It's the one thing I hate about soccer.
I agree.
100%.
That's honestly, I've been really enjoying the Women's World Cup because there's a lot less of the taking the dive nonsense.
Oh yeah, I totally noticed that. But man, you watch those guys' games, they act like they get sniped like a sniper shot from the.
That's right.
Oh, they got shot in the leg. The way they're writhing on the floor and my god, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't like games that can end in a tie.
On the field. Oh, sorry, Saul.
I was gonna
So
say
you
I
don't like football?
Yeah, that rarely ends in a tie. Come on.
Once a season at least.
Yeah, once a
Now-
season in all the games, hundreds of games.
I don't like games that end in a tie asterisk.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So you all ready for Sagamore next week, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's just stressing me out.
Nah.
I mean, no, yeah, we're in a good spot.
Awesome.
It's just a matter of getting there, getting set up, and
Yeah.
and
We'll shoot y'all a message when we get in, because I think we're gonna drive most of the way on Thursday night. So
Yeah.
we'll shoot you a message if y'all need any help Friday before the event.
yeah, for sure. We'll be at Sagamore 10 to noon on Friday morning, making the bags and stuff. So you're more than welcome to help out with that. So
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll be we'll leave here on Thursday and pretty much drive all Thursday, and so we'll be somewhere probably in Western Virginia, the western part of Virginia, not West Virginia, that day. So we won't be far. So yeah, we should be able to help out.
Jason, quick question. Without using a name, is there one person that you know's going that makes you nervous?
I'm not going.
You have to say yes on that one. There's got to be one.
I don't know. It's
that-
probably
Zero.
anyone I haven't met in person yet makes me nervous.
Okay.
You know, holy crap, he's whipping out an oldie but a goodie.
Oh,
96 and a
Got
70.
that much left.
Wow.
I think we might have a sample of that over there.
Dude, it's
still.
funny you were talking about Warehouse K the other day. I just had some look at the birdie the other night, right before you started talking about it.
Yeah, dude, we cannot say no to the Warehouse K. Even Bruce Russell, when we were there, he goes because we had 9 barrels to choose from, and he's like there's one warehouse in here, and I love the way Bruce tells it because he's got like that Kentucky drawl. It's like there's one barrel in here that's just gonna blow your mind. I know it is because it's blowing everyone else's mind because apparently all the people before us were picking K's. And then we got to our barrel, and it was the immediate, like, holy shit, like, yes, we're taking that barrel. And it ended up being a K as well. So,
Dude, 2 of my favorite picks are the one Ben got me in New York, and you look at the birdie, and they were like 8 barrels apart.
yeah.
It was
Man.
the craziest thing. Yeah, after we got yours, I was like, oh my God, or maybe it was the other way around. Whichever one I got second, I was like, this is only 8 barrels away.
Yeah. Yeah. This K we picked today is completely different than the look at the birdie. It's way more, like, concentrated in sweetness. It's really good.
Awesome.
But
We'll see him in a year.
to your opinion, Jason, in all your blinds with Russells, is there one warehouse that really is kicking ass in those blinds? Because every blind I do, I could do the same blind, and it's different every single time when I pick a winner on warehouses.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're doing one right after the other, they really can switch up depending on the order. But however, when I do blinds, it's normally Warehouse K, and also for a while it was the Camp Nelson F barrels because when those were in circulation, those were just different funky Russell's Reserve picks, but they kind of went out of circulation. And you don't really see them a lot anymore. So lately, it's been the K's. Last year, I had a couple of incredible barrels from S. There was some really incredible S barrels as well.
Now, in a blind, will you do 3 or less, 4 or less when you're blind in Russells? You'll say on your own, not doing a pick.
I like to do no more than 4. I mean, that's kind of general rule just to see if I can really pick up the different nuances in the warehouses. A and B is really tough. A and B is usually pretty typical Wild Turkey. So, I mean, you may get some that are better than others, but it's the other warehouses like T and K and M and S that can really give you some funky flavors. I had a Q recently, my first time, that was unbelievable. And now I'd never had a Q before, so I'm actually working on a series right now to go through all the Wild Turkey warehouses in conjunction with David Jennings.
Assuming they don't fall down.
Assuming they don't. Well, I mean, they don't make.
They all look like they're gonna fall down, man.
They don't make. I know, but they don't make Ricks like that anymore, man.
No.
If you need a Tyrone T, let me know.
We actually picked the T.
Maybe that's where I had it.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a big fan of Kentucky Spirit. And you said when you did your pick, some of them were below 110, and they go right to Kentucky Spirit. Is that
was the Where's Jimmy?
Yeah, that was the Where's Jimmy. We selected that as a Russell's, but then they told us that the proof was too low, so it ended up being a Kentucky Spirit.
I'm so glad it was.
There it is. It's so good. It is such a
God.
It is
Wow.
spectacular.
Yeah.
But
I put a
why
rating on that one.
what's the negative feedback on Kentucky Spirit when, I mean, you even said it's Russell's at a lower proof. Is it the proof that scares everybody away from Kentucky Spirit?
I don't think so.
It's the price increase.
Yeah, I think it's the price because people view Kentucky Spirit as it's such a big jump from Wild Turkey one because basically it's a Wild Turkey 101 single barrel. So some people feel like I'll just get Wild Turkey 101. Why am I going to spend all this money to get a single barrel when for a few bucks more I could just get a Russell's? So it's in this weird price point / proof point that I think not everybody is super jazzed about all the time. So
And
Turkey 101 has its own profile, though. You can get
Yeah,
off the wall stuff with those Kentucky spirits,
exactly.
and that's why I'm willing to pay that premium price for those.
Mhm.
it's especially
I-
weird
well-
right now, though, because like the last picks that we saw come out, the spirits were at like $78.99, and the Russells were at $72.99, and it
Oh,
really kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good call out because I remember when we got the pricing from Keg and Bottle, and the Kentucky Spirit I think was like more expensive. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Why is
I
this
didn't get it.
Well, except for, I will say, like, they must have the old pricing for the Russell's picks, because like anytime we get them in Kentucky, which is where we found them recently, they're like $90.
Yeah, they're 80
Yeah.
here.
And so they like went up. I'm guessing it was when y'all picked them versus price point, locked in at that
Yeah, when
price.
the barrel
I don't
was
know.
sold.
And I mean, I get it, right? If that's the thing, then raise the pricing. But to raise one but not the other, it was just weird. Like
It's
it's
Campari.
Are we
minute-
asking him to raise both prices?
Yeah,
Campari, if you look at
yes, I
Campari,
am. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you
No.
look at if you look at
Strange
Campari,
strategy there, Ethan, but
well, the bold
Pricing
strategy.
chicken.
Cotton. I mean, if you go through Campari's full portfolio, it's all going up. So
Yep.
yeah, I
not
mean,
just
Well,
look
especially
at
with the Master's Keep.
Yep.
yep.
yeah, Master's Keep is crazy now.
That's disappointing.
Well, so I was talking with David about this, and I'm not sure if that Master's Keep, the voyage that released this year, is going to be a one-off like price point. If it'll go back closer to 200 because of the cost of the rum casks and everything they were using. So I mean that's a TBD. But if the next one comes out next year and it's still 275, then it's probably more of a pattern than an aberration. So
Yeah.
So
They're never under 300 here anyway, so
well,
there
that's
you go.
whenever we were in Scotland, we went to Balvenie, and so Balvenie has their 14-year Caribbean cask, right? That I love that bottle. Fantastic rum finish. It's like drinking a sea breeze. Well, one of the locals was telling us the way they do their rum finish, they take cheap Caribbean rum and dump it into a barrel and rotate that barrel for a week or two and let that cheap rum integrate into that barrel, and then they finish the whiskey in it. So it's like, well, you could make your own rum barrels and still call it a rum barrel finish if the price is the problem, right?
Yep.
When my mini barrels are at their end, I'll pour a little port in there and I'll spin it for 2-3 weeks until it's all gone, and then I put whatever my base is in there. It's funny you say that, and then after that, the barrel gets retired because mini barrels. I usually get 10 to 12 out of them max, and 12 is really pushing it.
Yeah, I heard about that, about the Midwinter's Night Dram as well, going up to over 200. I mean,
They
As
gotta
much-
pay for that freaking distillery, man. Have you been there? That place is
Yes.
crazy.
as much as I enjoy, Midwinter's Night Dram every now and then, that they're starting to price everybody out of that whiskey.
They got that property is so
Yeah.
expensive. Like it's way more expensive than property in Kentucky.
Oh, for sure.
But still, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
it's off my list of
And the problem
bottles
is,
to
like,
hunt.
that's one of the few that people really look forward to from High West, right? Like everything else, they're
Yeah.
like,
Well, they brought the Burai back.
yeah. I mean, the Burai is good. I've always been able to get Burai, but
It's not as prevalent here.
Lee, you son of a bitch.
We got to blend our own.
Which is delicious,
I do
Yeah.
love me a Burai, though.
especially when you make it a dusty Burai.
Oh man, 92 Christmas rye and a 77 decanter. 101.
Yeah. That one.
That was a good one.
That one was okay. I'm okay.
Oh God.
So, question for you, Jason: how many bottles do you dump a year?
I never dump anything. I just give them away.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
I just dumped like 8 or 10 bottles last week. I was like, I need.
I just give them away because one like my like not so great whiskey is someone else's. This is delicious whiskey. So
Right.
Somebody else's Knob Creek.
That's great though. As long as somebody enjoys it, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah. I mean, I give it to, I have that local podcast here, the Bourbon Hunters. They're always wanting to try different stuff. So I'll give them bottles that they've never had before. I give my mother a bunch of bottles. She loves just doing her own little tastings. Then if she doesn't like it, she gives them to her friends who drink it. So somebody drinks it.
I still have the Queen of Kentucky.
Yeah, she's gonna be at Sagamore. You guys are gonna meet the Queen of Kentucky.
Oh man,
That's
I got to bring that bottle for her to sign.
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna pull those bottles for her to sign.
It's unopened.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So I was really turned off by Sagamore because I got a Sagamore Ride Double Oak that was terrible.
Really?
It was
Never heard of that.
It was gross. Like I couldn't drink it. And I had Nick Proman over and he's like, "You're crazy. This is great." And he took a sip of it and he's like, "This is terrible. Something's wrong with this bottle." And then Michelle sent me a sample of hers.
Corked?
And I was like, "Okay, it's good. It's good. I can dump this other one with a clean conscience."
I wonder if your bottle was corked or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It had this like pine sol, just like astringent flavor to it. And I was like, why do people like this? Am I just wrong here? I don't know what
sucks.
Yeah, that sucks when that happens.
Yeah, heat and light are the big problems, So maybe it was set like indirect sunlight for too long, or it stayed in a warehouse over the summer or something. Like it's just.
I feel like that happened with my Jack barrel proof single barrel bottle I got. It is so weird.
Dude,
so
ahead.
It's really disappointing, but I think I did the same thing that you did, Mike. People sent me samples. I tried other people's bottles and they were just way better than mine was. I just got a bad barrel or something happened to it.
Kind of like the likes in their Russell 13, right? That original one they had.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, at least when it's a single barrel, that's easy, right? Not Russell's, but the Jack.
Yeah.
Like single barrel, it's simple. But
Kim's here, guys. I'm going to take off.
See ya.
Cheers, Jason.
Cheers, Jason.
Cheers,
Tell Kim hey.
Yeah, tell Kim hello.
I will.
Did she ask about me? Just kidding. I said that as he was leaving. So it was funny. I was watching one of his more recent videos. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but it was Bottles I Still Hunt or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10.
And I was like, has he been watching Livewire? Because like this is what I say.
I'm pretty sure you get your info from him, Mike.
Yeah, I'm sure he follows me more than I follow him. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I believe that completely. Yeah,
totally.
And Mike, thank you for keeping quiet on Russell single barrels in this house.
Yeah.
Remember, they're not mine.
Russell's single barrels, and I'm adding one to it because the last few Old Forester 100 proof picks that I've had are just freaking ridiculous fire. The Russells, the Four Roses barrel strength picks, and those Old Forester 100 picks are ridiculous.
I don't think
I've seen more single barrel proof Old Foresters than I've seen the 100 proof.
Yeah, I don't see them very often. I think I'm going up to the Stanley this weekend because they are supposed to be getting it this weekend or next weekend. So
they're supposed to?
Yeah, they're supposed to be getting it in. It was bottled 3 weeks ago, so hopefully.
Shoot me a message because my dad lives up the road from the Stanley.
Like, oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And they're there for the summer, so
they
have a house up there.
Mike, your last review was the Old Carter 12, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there and like there's no good TV on, and I'm like, I need to just go record something. I'm bored sitting up here. Yeah, and I'm not drunk, so let's go drink something for a change. Yeah.
Okay.
Saw that today for 200 and passed
I had
on it.
FOMO after that.
Dude, I paid $300 from Justin's House of Bourbon. They brought it to the Junkies.
Really?
And if it was the bourbon, I probably wouldn't have thought twice, but I think I'm starting to get a little bit fried on just the American whiskeys. It's been, especially this one's not aged. Although I will say I could crush this one a little bit more than batch 4 that I have.
Burn out on toasted.
Yeah, this one
Even though-
tasted more like just a toasted bourbon almost. I mean, it still had the American, but there was kind of that like toasted bourbon note to it. And I was like, it's good, but it was not age stated compared to some of the other ones. And not that I care about that if it tastes good, but at that price,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you should care about it a little bit because there's really
Yep.
kind of a point of diminishing return.
That price point is really hard, like for us, especially with Bull Run being out there. We were talking about that earlier in the week.
And Jay Mattingly too.
And Mattingly.
Like
but
they're in a different price ballpark than Bull Run, but
Bull Run stuff is fantastic.
they
By the
make
way,
bar.
on Vic's stream, we were talking about that 16-year
Yeah.
bull run. I can get some of those if you're interested.
Oh, I have those Bull Run samples.
There's
from
a guy
Noah.
local.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Okay.
just get one.
How many?
We'll shoot-
One? Gotcha.
Probably just one.
Yeah, just one.
Cool.
Because there's going to be a couple more that come out.
Katie and you guys were talking earlier about nothing where you are. Now we're starting to get old Carter in the middle of the state here on a regular. Oh, I scared him away on a regular basis, and that's why I picked up the 12 because nobody buys it here. If you go into raffles, I mean, people ain't even choosing it to the very end because they don't even know in this area what old Carter is.
Yeah, you know, what's funny is I can get a Copper Sky American hazmat that's like 14 years old for $100.
Copper Sky is outstanding.
Yeah,
that one
it's,
you sent us in the blind
God,
that
that
we
stuff.
battled against each other,
It was great.
that
It's-
blew it out of the water.
it's single barrel MGP what they have. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just MGP light whiskey, and it's
Yeah.
for
I've
$100.
got a
it's
7-year.
third the price. Yeah.
I've got a 7-year finished in a stag barrel. It slaps Barrel King. Slaps
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell out of it.
I have the oh shit, what's the finish? It's one of my favorites. It's the I can see the label in my head. I just can't think of the finish.
That's getting old's a bitch.
Dude, I can't remember anyone's name. Evan. I'll
So
think
when
of
I buy the old Carter, it's mostly out of FOMO because I was never seeing it.
Yeah.
That's
But-
fair.
And then
now the
today,
old Carter bourbon batches are good, right? They're batches.
yeah,
Well, they've gotten good again.
Yeah.
So like 11 and 12, I think, or
10 and 11.
10 and 11 have been really good. But 7, 8, and 9, yeah.
Sorry.
Kind of fell off, yeah.
14 was
This-
good. 12 and 13 were not good.
Okay. So
they also
these
put
are
out
Correct.
mixing numbers, but some good, some not.
they also put out 2 Tennessee batches. That
Yeah, I
got.
saw the Tennessee 2 today
The
for
state
300.
one, yeah.
See 1 and 2. And
That's incredible.
another FOMO that I have is I know the stores around here are getting single barrel Stratagan that you're talking about.
Mm.
You think I don't listen? And I'm like, oh wait, Colorado, I know who got me into this.
Those
And I'm like-
Stranahans are amazing.
When
Dude,
he
I
told
like
me,
the
I
Stranahan's
put a bottle
cast
inside.
strength picks. They're really good.
Yeah,
Freaking
I
like
Bourbon
the blue
Baller
label.
E texts me dick pics. I mean, they're bottles that he gets at, MSRP,
Ah.
but that's what I call them, his weekly dick pics that he sends.
I mean, that's
Okay.
fair as long as the positioning is right.
Yeah.
But was it? But when we were in Washington, I think the Stranahans actually went up. We were seeing them for 60. Remember that one was on the shelf for 80 in Spokane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but that's
normally see him
Spokane.
about 60 here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's normal for us too.
What do y'all see him for, John?
He told me this one will be around 60.
Yeah.
That single barrel.
Yeah.
Solid buy
yeah.
at 60.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're a great expression for American single malts.
They're so fruity, like
Yeah.
crazy fruity.
And
The
I
one
do
that-
like their 10-year. I have their 10-year. I'm not huge about their Snowflake, which is like it gets released every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it's like first come, first serve. They like go up to Red Rocks or something and everybody gets it in line. And I'm not down with that. Zach Pettit got me one last year and it's good. It's fine. But the 10-year was really good. I wish they did some finished barrel picks though. They don't do any finished barrel picks.
Yep.
The tequila one that they had at Pours was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
was-
good.
Very surprised on that. I wasn't expecting much because it was a lower proof, but that's the spice from the tequila
Oh yeah, because I think
through.
Westland is going to give them a run for their money on some of these picks because they can get them finished.
That big Vic pick.
That
That's-
big Vic pick is stupid.
If you
Mecca
say
Licca Rye.
raspberry, I'm going to
Or Mecca
blow my
Licca
own
High.
head off. I had to edit
Raspberry?
the video. Yeah, I had to edit the video with, I forget who did it with us, but it was me, Adam.
Wasn't it Deathless?
Oh, Dan. Yeah.
Was it
And they
Dan?
just
Yeah.
kept going into like these blueberry Tootsie, or, you know, blue raspberry Tootsie Pops and blue raspberry Kool-Aid. And I'm like editing this video that was like 3 times as long as what we put out. And it was still a long video. And it was just like blue raspberry Pop Rocks. And I'm like, dude, if I hear that one more time, like through the whole video, I'm like, move on from the blue raspberry. You've said it.
That's the prevailing note, though. I mean,
It is. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm a good shit, bad shit kind of guy anyway, but yeah, it was funny. Yeah,
So-
but I do like that pick. That I do think Westland's doing some good things with their picks.
So what you guys think about Broken Barrel?
Haven't actually tried much
Haven't
of
had
their
Broken
stuff.
Barrel.
I'm curious though, after you've been talking so much about them.
Heard good things.
It's every one of their batches are under $50, and they're just, for the price, they're damn good. I mean, real good.
I'm
So
a
I've been-
sucker for a value bottle.
No,
I don't.
'cause I see
Did
my
we
my
say
value
that?
bottle is Jepson's, because I used to get that for around $22 a bottle. It's up to 30, so I don't buy as much. It's 100 proof, and it's good for that price.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't see like the regular Jepsons here. Now we did see. Where were we when we saw the new label? Katie?
It was in Spokane.
We were up in Washington, and we saw the new Jepson's label, and it's classy. I have to say, it's impressive. But
The new
like,
label's not in Tennessee yet, I don't think, because I saw the new labels up in Chicago.
gotcha.
I'm not
That
gonna
makes
lie.
sense
I
up
wish
there.
everybody was doing screw top bottles though.
I
agree.
100%.
I wish everybody did Westland screw top. That is like the king of screw
Yeah,
top.
that's better than the Jepsons ones. I've had Jepsons ones that you're like, was this open already? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey Dan. Cheers, buddy.
Hey, cheers, Dan. You heard your name.
Yeah, he's like, are my ears ringing? God,
Yeah,
I feel
so,
so close to the camera sitting here right now. That's kind of crazy.
Lady was trying to talk into our mic, so you probably can't hear Katie right now.
Oh.
the sun is in my backyard, so sorry about that.
It's all right. You look like an angel.
Yeah,
We
I
know
am.
it's not true.
Yeah. We know better, but that's what you look like.
So my next pour, it's a 29-year Brook Lottie single barrel.
Ooh.
Show off.
Well, again, so we are doing a couple of sample packs, all to benefit Marty. Super chat it. We'll draw at the end here, probably in about 15 minutes. And again,
Is Marty
whatever we
like
have
really
can be
sick
in
or
here.
just COVID sick? Like just like
COVID.
COVID lately, not like OG COVID, right?
No, like it went through the house last week and now he has it again. He lost his
okay.
taste again.
Yeah.
Taste and smell on I think Wednesday he was saying.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's okay, but he lost his sense of taste. So
And we're also doing this.
Some would
to,
argue he never really had a palate, but
that's fair. I mean, I wouldn't argue it, but
Kick
if
him while
you're
he's
a
down,
dick,
right?
then you could argue it. Sure.
yeah. Kick him while he's down, right?
Cheers, T-Rob.
T-Rob, you're the only one that can over tighten one of those bottles. Oh, I broke it.
That's honestly, he would just snap the whole neck off.
Yeah, he just broke the glass. He's like,
One finger broke.
yeah.
Oops, sorry.
And the funny thing is, if we picture it right now, we can all see him laughing
Yep.
Yes.
and
Yep.
hear it. Oh, I love T-Rob.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Man, it's looking gloomy outside. It's like already getting dark out. It's only 4:30, 4:15.
So yeah, we kind of had a
Yeah,
fail.
the sun's
so
here, like I said.
Yeah.
we were talking with Marty earlier, and we were like, hey, we're gonna go live. Do you mind if we go live instead? Like, we'll go live on our channel for the first time. And he goes, no, that's fine. Ethan gets the thumbnail ready, looks to schedule it, and it was like, you haven't enabled that function yet or feature. You got to wait 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
So Marty was like, why don't you just go on my channel? It's like, perfect. So Super Chad's appreciation for him for doing this.
He's
Plus-
never had this many viewers. Just
Oh.
kidding. Just kidding, Marty. I love Marty.
You went there, man.
You did.
No.
It's because of Katie, Ethan, for the record.
I agree. I'm
Yeah.
not fighting you.
Yeah.
I just said you went there.
Yeah.
And
So I
for the
didn't say what
record,
my sample pack was.
Mike,
My
for
sample
one
pack's
time
going to
you
be
did lose
Nash
your power.
Tuckies, the 5 years.
Ooh, I only have an
shit.
8-year. What'd you say, Top Dog?
I said and speak up for Marty. I said there was a time that he lost his power during his live stream. It still went for hours afterwards,
Yeah.
and the viewers were way up.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can see it. That sounds fantastic.
Apparently, Friday at Fred's doesn't have power right now.
Yep. And it's probably 114 down there, no, in Louisiana.
No fan, no
And
AC.
no fans. And they could
I
put
put
the
it-
pool up.
I put in chat. I was sending Slippery Pete down there. Did anybody get that reference?
No. What's that?
Seinfeld with the Frogger machine.
Oh,
That son of a
yeah.
bitch.
I've only
was a
seen
great episode.
the episodes of Seinfeld.
Oh my God, it's a
Oh,
classic.
you're a
You need to
little younger
binge
than
watch
us.
them.
The
You need
top
to
down
binge
of
watch
them trying to move the Frogger machine through traffic. It was
Yeah.
great.
You need to binge watch them. Like it's so funny how it's like so stupid, but it was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So
Like-
I agree. It is
like
hilarious. I just
Kramer-
never watched the whole thing.
Kramer takes
Ethan-
a test drive out and just sees how far
Yes.
it can go before it runs out of gas. And then it
Ethan
runs
and
out
Katie
of
are
gas.
quite a bit younger than the rest of us here, though.
Exactly.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah,
younger
you're
than,
half
that much
mine.
younger than you.
I'm willing to bet I'm the oldest guy here.
Take that bet.
I wouldn't argue that. You're probably a couple years older than me.
I'm 55.
Stall, you're 60, right?
Yeah. I have the gray to prove it. No,
Oh, I would have never put Stahl at 60.
I know. They're dogging me right now.
Adam's just a jerk.
I'm 48 for the record.
All right, so I am the oldest, correct?
Yeah,
Ethan's second.
you win.
I mean,
Ethan's actually the baby.
I know. He looks like a baby. Look, there's not a gray hair on his face.
yeah,
There
I'm like a
actually is
Benjamin
one.
Button baby.
There's a gray hair right here.
Yep, just one.
Just one.
I have beard hair older than you, Ethan.
I have
Back hair.
hair older than you.
Yeah.
No, that's Ethan's thing. He always says that he's older than, or I'm older than him
She
by
is.
by 2 months.
That's
I'm-
why she dyes her hair now.
I don't
look
want to know how
younger.
old Katie is, but how old are you, Ethan?
I'm 35 now.
Oh, shit.
His birthday
You
is
got
in
2
June,
years
mine's
on
in
you.
April.
I know. That's why we say, Adam, it's not that big of a difference between us.
I thought you guys were younger, like a lot younger than me.
No, I appreciate that sentiment, but no.
I'm pretty sure last time you were here when you were had a few, you thought the same thing. We told you how old we were, and you were like, "Really?"
I remember
never
being
happened.
35 vaguely.
35. I was
37.
drinker.
35. We didn't have cell phones, just so you know.
Damn. Holy shit.
I can't remember being.
Think about it.
16.
13 years ago,
What?
not everybody had a cell. Well, yeah, cell phones were. I guess,
Yes,
better.
we
I got my
did.
first in 04.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 13 years ago, I would say I had probably right around 98, 99. I had some, but then I didn't really have a full-time cell phone that the companies didn't give me until I probably 2001.
Remember Nextel?
I'm going to date myself.
Yeah.
I bought Renee a
Yes.
bag phone when she was in college. And we've been married 29 years, and I gave her a bag phone, and she still has it somewhere in this house, the old bag phone.
Put it in a museum.
You know?
Didn't y'all have
That-
a?
Then it went to a flip phone.
Yeah, my old man was a salesman, and he had a car phone for a while. And I can remember that was back when you could clone the bag phones, and there was basically nothing they could do about it. And somebody cloned his bag phone and ran up like a $300 cell phone bill one month because they used like 300 minutes or something stupid small.
Wow.
Well, we still had pagers back then. So you get the page and you're like, speak fast on the phone because I'm paying X amount of dollars per minute. And you used to get the
You have a phone bank here if I get a beep.
It's the whole Bob, we oughta baby eats a boy commercial, right?
So I will say right now, because Friday at Fred's just said I have a 40-year-old son. I do have a 35-year-old stepson.
Damn.
My wife is 9 years older than me, for the record.
So not too different from me and Katie.
Yeah. So we both married older women for sure.
Yeah.
Ethan.
It was smart. It was smart.
Okay, I started dating a younger woman who was 15. I was 18 back in 1986.
That was the year I was born.
And she's still over there. 1986 is when I started dating my wife.
Oh, wow.
Man.
You want to say hi?
You're old as shit.
86.
Congrats.
Well, thanks.
You're a survivor.
Is Greg McDonald still in chat?
He probably fell asleep. It's after 5 o'clock there.
I haven't seen him post in a while.
He's sitting like this in his chair.
Yeah.
Been there.
Exactly. When you're his age, that's normal.
Yeah, you just kind of go drift off.
Yeah.
Where is Renee tonight?
She's still working right behind me.
Ah, fair enough.
Hey, Mark, I texted Christine a little while ago because I need your address, dude. I have to send her the blind for the toilet bowl.
The toilet bowl?
I'm pretty excited about the toilet bowl.
Who's in the toilet bowl?
Christine versus Nick Proman.
Ooh.
Christine's got that.
And Nick is going to be on screen.
Well, will Adriana allow Nick to win? Because we got to ask that question.
Yes, he's asking for permission. Like, can I do well?
Yeah.
I freaking love Nick Proman. I love Christine too. It's like, I don't even know who to root for. I'm not going to put a poll up because you can only vote once.
Wow, this chat is really making me feel old after those two comments.
I was trying.
You are not one. And are you only 38? Dan? God, I am an old man. And for the record, Christine just had a birthday.
She did.
Happy
a couple
birthday.
days ago.
Katie, I just heard a knock on the window.
Ah. She must be ready for a pour.
I think she's going to make an old fashioned with. Mike, tell her what they're going to make an old fashioned with.
Baby Saz? Or the, I don't know. What is she going to make it with?
She makes them with fun stuff.
Oh, the good stuff? William LaRue Weller?
Oh.
Old Dragon Ball?
Oh, she makes it with ODB or freaking Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye.
Ooh, Barrel Proof Rye would be a good one.
Damn, Peter.
Have you seen all of his Barrel Proof Ryes?
You're ancient.
I've seen them one time, like when he was on screen one time, he was talking about them.
He could have a bottle a day and he'd still have some left over in a year. Maybe not.
Damn.
Peter White was 29 in 1986.
That
was 50 years ago almost.
Yeah.
All right, she's making her old fashioned with a
Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye.
Yes.
I had to think it through. Once I thought it through, I knew the answer.
Is that the LE or just a single barrel?
Single barrel. The original one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Barrel proof.
Yeah.
The original barrel proof. Yeah.
That's
2020 LE.
That's the only reason why we have them in the house, because that's what she makes her old fashions with.
If you got extras, let me know. I'll give you something better to make old fashions with.
Well, you can't change your mind on that.
I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm trying to save some good whiskey.
Yeah, but like people say, it's the matter as long as you're drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
I did say that, but
Oh.
with some exception.
But
Right.
an asterisk.
Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
This first
with an ellipses.
Yeah.
So like I say, if you're ever in the Nashville area, Renee will give you a very good blind of Jack limited edition Rise.
I bet.
You should have her
Supposed to be
pour
good
you a
now.
blind to see which one's better.
I'm not allowed to touch them
Oh, you should pour
Unless-
her a blind.
unless guests come over. Surprisingly,
Ooh.
we've had me and Shane thrown blinds at her, and she gets which one's the Jack every time.
It's a very distinct note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Now, if you throw high proof Barton in there, but I mean, if it's not a rye,
That
high
would
proof Barton,
that
that would
would-
be a little bit harder.
Because
yes,
you get the
that
banana
fool
on
bleeds
both of
several
them. Yeah.
times. But she only drinks the Jack Rye. She's 100, almost like 100% rye. in
Dude,
that.
I was pouring whiskey for the toilet bowl, and I was like, dude, I don't have nearly as much rye as I have bourbon. Like, not even in the realm. Because you're trying to put a little of everything in there, most of the time. And or throw people off with like a rye versus a wheater or high rye mash bill, or I try to be creative. And dude, I'm like, man, my ryes, like, I don't have the selection of ryes I need to have.
Same here.
I think MGP rye after 7 years tastes like a bourbon, depending where it's aged.
Depending on where it's aged, I'll give you that.
Yep.
Had
Is
some
there
really
some-
special 10-year MGP rye.
Yep. And I can't tell the difference on some of those.
I can tell you what rye I do not like is the Knob Creek ryes.
No?
Really?
I thought for sure you were going to say Dragon Bones.
Oh no, I love Dragon Bones. I got one right there.
Yeah.
That's a Dragon Bones right there.
Yeah.
Ours is over there.
We have made several old fashions with those also.
I think Fred and Doug have done that too.
They
I
have.
got one of my older sons really shitty on old Dragon Bones, old fashions.
Not your son-in-law, though.
What's that?
Not your son-in-law.
No, my stepsons. They're
Your
older.
step-
My son-in-law. No, he actually likes old fashions, but I'm getting him into more and more whiskey. Like he loves it when I go out there because I go buy a bottle to crack when I'm out there with him and end up leaving it there because I can't take it on the plane. And he's like, "Ooh, hey."
I still remember the first time I met one of our mutual friends, and Shane, of course, and he was over at Big League Bourbon's house, and they say, "Oh, first time meeting Top Dog, we know you're this type of member, blah blah blah. What are we gonna crack?" And we just scored a bottle of Coy Hill, me and Renee, and they go, "Oh, we got one too." I came off Maker's Mark and went to Coy Hill, and next thing you know, Renee's kicking me because I'm drinking Coy Hill like I was water. By the end of us talking for an hour, I could not believe how easy that stuff went down.
But
was
I
like,
think,
man.
do you think, like, I don't think Coy Hill really is that far beyond I don't feel like I have to hunt Coy Hill because Jack Daniel's single barrel proof is so good. I don't think it's like this leaps and bounds better.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
To where I feel like, I just don't have the FOMO for it that I had after the first one I got. Like, and I find my FOMO goes away once I have something. Like once I have
I'll look for a single barrel rye with the maroon label, which is, what is that, 96 proof or whatever?
Yeah.
Before 2018. Before 2018, there's no banana, and it's so good. Just so good.
Yeah, hold on. I just heard thunder out there. Nice.
No, you heard a plane by my house.
I just like all the Jack Daniels that are not Old Number 7 or whatever it is.
Correct,
That stuff
yeah.
still gives me a gag reflex when I drink it.
Except I tried the new tequila one yesterday, and I'm going to revisit it. But it was just,
I'm not a
It was
huge tequila
me.
finish.
it was not for me.
Yeah.
Astringent.
It was. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it was just.
I feel like every time I drink a tequila finished whiskey, I can almost taste that like cactusy note to it. It just, I don't know if it's in my head or what, but I can't get past it with it. It just,
I might be the same way.
I like the Sagamore. Tequila finished.
yeah. I've never had the Sagamore.
But again, that's a rye.
And
Rye's
I
whole
also,
finish
I
is a
also
lot
think
better.
like nothing is absolute, right? Even Adriana likes one or two ryes when she'll admit
Well,
it.
now
Yeah. Now that we tricked her whoever did that, I can't remember who did that.
that's Durrell. I
Oh, that
thought.
was Darrell. Yeah.
The
This
New
is my
Holland
pick.
rye.
This was
Yeah,
my
New
pick.
Holland.
You have to like it, is what he told her. And she's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's good. He's like, it's a rye.
That was a fun night.
Well, guys, I'm going to jump off. I have a birthday party to go to in a little bit, and I have to eat dinner before then. Knowing that my neighbor's an old person and he went to dinner at 4:45, he's going to be home in around an hour because there's no rush at that time. So
If you're local, man, we got to meet up.
I'm in Brentwood.
Okay. I'm in Clarksville. I'll be down that way.
Okay. I'm Top Dog Bourbon on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, hit me up.
I will.
Yep. And if you need any of my information, just hit any of these guys,
Yep.
and sooner or later they have my information. If not, my phone number, they can get it.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Oh,
I'll
there's
bring
Tim
something cool.
Evans.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you on the next
Cheers,
one.
Top Dog.
Cheers,
Take it
Top
Cheers,
easy.
man. We'll see you.
Keith J. Cheers to you.
Yeah,
Hope
cheers,
you're doing
buddy.
all right.
Oh. And he's
Yeah.
already saying, feel better, Marty.
Yep.
Of course he is.
Always thinking of other people.
Yep. And look at
Man,
this.
this pick is so good.
Brian's in the house.
Yep. Cheers, Brian. But yeah, Mark Vasco, that New Holland bottle. Honestly, all of those New Holland bottles, they're fantastic stuff.
What was that Armagnac that he had in his room?
Yeah, the Batak.
Is that what it is?
Buttocks.
Yeah. It's close there, Adam. I understand your confusion though.
Ass whiskey.
Batak, I think, was what it was called. It was so it was the Armagnac
Yeah.
and then the Jamaican rum that were in the same bottles.
Yeah, it's like $4.50. It looks like. I don't know if it's the same one. I don't know like the difference between them. There's one called the Gandhi barrel.
It brought peace.
Bacta, B-H-A-K-T-A.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
That was close. That was close.
No, you weren't.
I was.
But the one he had, he said was like $600, $700 or something like that. These ones aren't that much. They're like
Just got
400.
bitten on the finger.
That's karma, motherfucker.
Oh man. I'm
Yeah.
going inside.
Oh man.
Morning,
Cheers, Tim
Tats.
and Chris.
I just poured some of that High Angel Share
Mhm.
Tennessee Taster. So good.
I'm technically still working. Don't tell Tim Evans. He knows my boss.
I mean, I think you're more productive than ever, Mike.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
So when is the winners bracket going to be, Mike?
So I think next week I'm going to do the ranking.
Ooh.
So I have to put all the winners together, and I'm going to do like probably before one of the main streams go live, I'm going to do just a Patreon stream. And we're going to just rank them, and then I'll put them in the bracket, kind of like, a tennis ranking. So like top seed, second seed. Although Adriana and who did Adriana beat in the finals now? I'm trying to blank.
Jeff.
Oh, Whack. So they
Yeah.
have at least those two have a bye. So it'll depend on how many we end up with. And how many we end up with in the winners bracket that want to participate. Because last year we had some people that were in it, and then they said, I don't really want to do it. So
I'll definitely be in.
Yeah, Ethan can help me send samples.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you
I'm
tell
I'm
us
just
where
kidding.
to send samples.
Look,
Since
I
we're
am
not
not
in it.
sure. We have plenty of good whiskey.
Yeah.
The I'm gonna try to send like the whole first round out all at once. So I ordered like 122 sample bottles or whatever it is. So hopefully that's enough to get through probably the first 8 matches or something like that.
In all seriousness, reach out if it's bottles that I have too. Happy to send sample bottles.
Yeah. So it should be, and then I want to just get them out because I'm terrible about shipping. So I just want to get them all done and do like all of those all at once, and then
Yeah.
and then it's like organizing people because a lot of people like volunteer, but it's kind of at their time. You can't really demand timing to send out a sample like that. So
Yeah.
I don't want it to be done like next November. So yeah, so probably Wednesday before Mash and Drum or Thursday before Deathless Dogs. I'll probably do a Patreon stream just so we can and just take everybody's input. Like who should we rank here and who should we rank there and there? And
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, a coach's poll.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Makes sense.
And I'll only be in it if there's enough room for it because I know where I'm ranked. Epic fail.
That's fair.
Welcome back.
Hello.
All right, y'all. So it is a few minutes after 5:30 now. I think we are going to go ahead and run the giveaway. So let's figure out how I'm going to do this. Ooh, this is interesting. All right. Done this before on the Mac.
Think of it like Linux.
Yeah, well, that's what I was
How about
afraid
you have
of.
Stall pick a couple numbers?
Yeah, we're gonna do numbers this time, because it's gonna quit and reopen the browser to allow me to share. So, well, maybe. Let's see.
You don't have to share. We trust you.
Ah, can you see?
Oh,
Oh
there you
yeah.
go.
Y'all can see.
Yeah, we could see it.
Awesome. Okay, I didn't think that would work. Okay, cool. So, yeah, here we go. So, first spin, we'll do our sample pack, and again, this is kind of a choose your own adventure kind of sample pack. We'll talk with whoever wins and work out kind of what they like, what they don't, and we'll send you something special.
Sweet. Look at your little coded thing.
I know, I'm a nerd. Can't be helped.
Friday
Wow.
Threads.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Well,
That's the
that'll be a
greatest.
good way to beat the heat for them.
Yeah,
So-
give him nothing but almost hazmat.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
that's what we were
Yep.
thinking. Maybe some brain candy, some old dragon
Yeah.
bone.
Yeah.
With one sample of just cold water.
Yep.
Maybe a
Yeah.
13th colony.
Yeah.
All right, and this next one then will be it'll be Adam, your sample, the NBC samples. Those
It's either an
those-
NBC sample or if you don't want that, you can connect with me and figure something out.
Oh, I'm sure they want those NBC samples. Those bottles are fantastic. All right.
Yeah,
Watch
yes.
it-
Slap
Watch
shot.
it be Stall. The Bourbon
Hey,
Engineer.
the Bourbon
Yeah.
Engineer.
And that one was from Jason. Jason C gave away entry.
It was, yeah.
info.
You're right.
Nice.
You're right.
Perfect. He
Oh.
might have all of those.
Oh, really?
I
figure
don't
something
know if
else
he
out.
does.
Oh,
He's-
I doubt he has all of them.
There we go.
I
All
dropped
right.
my
Awesome.
email.
So yeah, we appreciate it, everybody. We will get some emails.
Friday Freds knows where to reach us.
Yep, man. Sorry, I have had some whiskey now at this point. I'm feeling
God, I was like, what the hell? What are
I
you
know,
doing
right?
over
It's
there?
weird. Not knowing what to say is not normal for me. So I'm back on track now. I'm oriented. I'm focused. So yeah, we'll Bourbon Engineer with Adams. That's funny. AdamShelton.com at gmail.com. That's
He's
actually really
probably not in chat.
he's probably not in chat yet.
I'll reach
so
out to Top Dog.
We'll
Okay.
reach out through Top Dog. We'll get the Bourbon Engineer's info. We'll get you two connected, Adam. and we'll head it that way, and then we'll reach out to Fred, so that'll handle that. I mean, we got a few more minutes. We're not going to end it right now.
No, if y'all want to join in, we'll post the link, and anybody can.
Oh, that's the wrong
Yeah.
list. Let's back that out.
So since you reported the High Angel share, because I
I
always
saw
have
that.
to do that when you're on stream.
Well, also, you got a backup now. So
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't being, too generous with it. But
you can pour freely.
You know,
Yeah.
the only time I care about drinking something, if it's like a really good bottle that I have, which are slim pickings now other than picks, like I don't care how something gets drunk when somebody is there with me.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean? But when it's just me, like I like it all. So if it's something that's harder to get, I don't feel like I gotta go hit it. I can go find something else. But yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I agree.
Well, a case of those just showed up near me. So
Holy
snag
shit, it's
one.
Mash and Metal.
I
You
know,
going
man.
live tonight, Sean?
I don't know which one he's going live on.
Normally he does both, right? Like he goes live as Whiskey Wars and then flips over to Mash and Metal to do music reviews.
Sometimes.
He's over
it's Friday
1,000.
and Saturday.
He's over 1,000 on both of them now.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
he
know
was doing the
Blake
ride
was in here.
bracket, too.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, Blake.
He says yes in both.
Oh, nice. So he's doing both tonight. Awesome.
This is great.
Yeah,
we
the
don't
harder to
drink this
find
one very
stuff I want to
often.
share with people. Like I like people to try stuff that's harder to find that they weren't able to get. And I'm fortunate so many people find stuff and are willing to hand deliver it when I pay them, of course. And so you know other people get to come and try some of those things.
Yep. Yeah, I agree completely, Saul. Like that's one of the reasons that I, especially if it's a smaller stream like this is, like I love to do the choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Where we can talk to somebody and kind of tease out what they like, what they don't, what they've had, what they haven't, and just kind of try and throw them some curveballs, but still really good pours,
Yeah, like the absolute greatest weekend I had was when we killed the George T. Stagg and Van Winkle Family Reserve Rye when everybody was here. Like that.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like that's just where you want to drink it. Like I don't want to drink it by myself in the backyard while on a stream or whatever. You know, it's like I want to share it. I want everybody to have it.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And Mark, that those Octomores you shared, my God, they were so good.
Everything in Mark and Christine's room was so good.
They were. The Octomores, though, that just...
Ethan was very happy.
I was.
And then
I got a great picture last weekend of Mark barefoot and cooking in the kitchen.
Oh,
solid.
Definitely.
Christine sent it to me, Mark. You're welcome.
I mean, that makes sense. Hey.
Is there any other way to cook?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Any day now, they'll have another one on the way.
You got to be able to feel the vibrations of predators approaching.
Yeah. But the Vascos were super generous. I mean, just with all the stuff they brought, there were so many things. I mean, everybody brought something.
Yeah.
Seemed like something that was worth it. Bourbon Kingdom guys, Zach and David, their room was full of jewels I never find.
They go all out though.
They do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The employee bottle, Old Forester.
Last year, my God.
Well, they brought it again this year.
Did they?
Yeah. Zach poured it for me again this year. It's like 125 proof Old Forester. So good.
It is spectacular.
And that was crazy. Like I thought David got socked in the eye. It turns out he had poison ivy.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing. I was like, how did you get poison ivy? He's like, I have no idea.
Sucks.
He was saying he thought it was maybe the steering wheel because he had cut the yard right before they left. And so maybe he touched the steering wheel and it was
I could see
contact and him rubbing his eyes or putting on his sunglasses. Because, I mean, it was primarily on his eyes, which was crazy.
I mean, there's a lot of times where I'm cutting under trees and stuff, and like I'm not super allergic to it, so it hadn't bit me in the butt. But if you are allergic to it, like Katie is, then...
Dude, I don't know. I know my cousin wiped with poison ivy one time when he was up in the mountains, and he regretted that.
Leaves a 3.
Yeah.
Leave him be.
I don't care how big those leaves of 3 are. You don't mess with them.
Yeah.
You don't wipe with them.
Yeah, you do
can
not wipe with
Get
them.
some
yeah.
elephant ear. Come on.
Drag your ass in the grass like anything else, like anything but that.
Find a stream.
Use your
pollute that
socks.
bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your shirt off like anything.
I was a land surveyor for about 10 years. Never got poison ivy.
Yeah, that's crazy. We don't have like an abundance of poison ivy here, but we will find it. Like not like they're in, Kentucky and Tennessee where it like
Well, it
grows
grows
in your
here.
yard. Yeah.
Everywhere. I kill it as soon as I see it, but I was in the woods like all the time, out in the hollers, and never got it.
Dude, there's what's that guy that we watch? I was talking to Will Davilar about it. He is a YouTuber that does he goes to different areas and just interviews people everywhere he goes, and he's doing the one on Appalachia right now.
Oh yeah.
And his name, I'll tell you his name. You guys should check him out. He's got like 2 million subs or something like
He's
that.
probably interviewed some of my relatives.
But he's going like into the hollers, and he's like, you go down one holler. And for those that don't know what a holler is in chat, I'm not the best one to
It's a
explain.
ravine.
Yeah, it's like a ravine with a road going down the middle off the main road, right? And like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, my wife and I have been like, Peter Santinello is his name. Yeah,
Nice.
Santinello. Vasco got it. Yeah, and it's like, dude, he is so good the way he like talks to people and just brings them in.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I went down one holler and it was sketchy. Like everybody's strung out, like
Yeah.
you felt
opioids.
unsafe going down, needles everywhere. And he goes, then you go down the next one and everybody's waving at you, offering you bottles of water, and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been my experience
yeah.
dealing with people, because they think that the surveyors are laying out like gas lines going through their yard. But no, we're just locating shit. Like we don't have any control over what's going in. I've had a gun pulled on me 3 times, and 2 of those times were when I was a surveyor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hillbilly comes out and just like, get out with the double barrel side by side pointing it at you.
I will say that was for a gas line both times.
Oh. So they're like, get out of here. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, East Kentucky, man. That's where my family's from.
Yeah, they're doing a lot. East Kentucky and West Virginia is where
Harlan
he's done
County.
like, the last 5 or 6 episodes he's been doing it. And yeah, if you ever get bored, Frankie and I'll watch it at night in bed. Like she's like, I'm like, you're watching a YouTube? I'll watch it with you. This is pretty good. Of course,
Check
like
him
the
out.
whole time she's doing this, like, and I'm like, pause. What were you saying? Okay, pause. Let's go back.
It's KD2.
That is not me.
We all know it's Ethan. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I am
blah,
a chatterbox. You know it.
Chatty Cathy.
Dude,
Mhm.
I swear it was like they say something and they're like in a conversation. He's like in a 2-way conversation where they're talking to each other and somebody's explaining something and she's like, I know what he's talking about. And she like just starts talking about, I'm like, pause. Yeah, you're right. Can we let
Like
them say it now? Yeah.
Blake, my great grandfather, was a coal miner. He had a tracheotomy, and it was like before modern medicine. So he had this piece of gauze that was taped to his trachea that he would have to hold down to speak.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah, Frankie's grandfather died in a coal mine.
Damn.
And her father was a coal miner in West Virginia. They were out of West Virginia.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a different life, man. That's hard.
Dude, and looking at those towns down there now that are just like once you could just see in the heart of coal mining era.
Yep.
They were just
dead.
these bustling towns, and now they're just like empty stores everywhere with all the glass broken out and buildings are empty, and it's kind of sad.
Yep. Similar to like a lot of Ohio with the steel mining town, the steel forges, right? They were making steel up there, and
I'll say
the
this.
Rust Belt, right?
Well, you have to use coal to make steel, right? Because you
Yep.
can't do it with gas.
I had an image in my mind of Ohioans because, you know, Ohio sucks. But when we stopped at Grandma's gas station, whatever that was, coming back
Oh
from
yeah.
Lourdes, the nicest woman I've ever met ran that place.
Mm.
So not all Ohioans, I'll say.
No, I think
Good
it's.
prospect.
I find most people are good people. I think it's the problem is the bad people stand out.
Mhm.
That's fair. Yep. The vocal minority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the Turks are good people.
That's fair. We
Most
are.
of
least-
most
At
of the
least
Turks-
50%.
We are. And then
Never been
the
to
bad ones still live
Turkmenistan.
in Louisiana. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I like it. Watching that guy, he's pretty fun.
Definitely checking him out.
Yeah, he's done like the border towns
Mhm.
where he goes and interviews. He's done like Compton street gangs where he's interviewing like people that live. He did the worst hood in Alaska. That one was pretty interesting.
Peter Santinello.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Santenello.
Got him. Subscribed.
All right.
What you
Well, I
thinking?
think it's probably about time
Yeah.
for us, y'all. We appreciate Stahl, Adam. We appreciate y'all coming on. We
And
appreciate
Top
everybody
Dog
in
and-
chat hanging out. Exactly. Yeah. Top Dog and
Jason.
Jason. Yep. It's a great time, y'all. And Marty, thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate you letting us take over your channel and have a good time. You're royalty. You're the best.
Get well soon, man.
Yep. Exactly.
Cheers,
Well,
y'all.
all right, y'all.
Cheers, guys.
Y'all have a good evening. Cheers, everybody. And I think Trev is either on or should be on soon. Go check it out.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.